Welcome back to my channel, guys. It's time for chapter 5. If this is the first time joining me, welcome, welcome. Make sure you comment on the comment section if this is your first time watching any of my videos. I love to welcome new people, so make sure you do comment. If it's not, still comment something about this video, and I will love to start a conversation with you guys. Guys, we're going to do the 5th chapter of Asahina Wakaba to Marumaru no Kareshi. I think this is, not I think, I'm pretty sure it's the most current one out there. I'm excited that there's more to come, but I hate waiting. This is always the part where I wish that manga can release faster. And sometimes, manga releases like every month instead of every week. So we'll see about this one. Anyways, before I continue, a few things. If you have not done so by now, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Check out some of the people that support my channel. You guys can get some cheap manga and anime at Right Stuff, and that helps my channel as well, guys. Go make sure you check them out and use my link every time you buy from them. Also, check out other links there for social media. You guys can join me on Twitter or TikTok. You guys can also subscribe here, especially if you enjoy these chapter reviews. Thank you for the love and support that you guys show this channel, and with nothing else to do, let's go on to some details of chapter 5. So last we left off, they're still at the date. Asahina and Haruto are still at a date. It's the third chapter, third chapter, and they're still at the date. Quite a good date, huh? This chapter actually ends the date at the end of the chapter, but it starts with, Haruto's asking Asahina, "What do you like about me?" Now, let's kind of recap a little bit. Asahina's dating him not because she likes him, but because she was forced and bullied by some girls to actually go out with him. She is now not knowing what to say, and eventually at the beginning, Haruto goes, "You know what? I'm sorry that I pushed you too hard. Let's just continue with our date." So, Asahina, throughout the day, and we saw this in the previous chapter, seemed to realize how she was more and more and more enjoying herself being at the date, right? There's a point where a kid comes and makes fun of Haruto for being overweight, and Haruto takes it so well, and he starts talking to the kid like nobody's business, and it ends up being fine. They end up walking still together in their date, and Asahina is finally realizing that, hey, he is not that bad of a person. He's a good guy. I used to think that he was bad. He was a perv. He was all these things because people told me that's what he was. But he really isn't that bad. And then she gets a text and she remembers, oh yeah, I'm here not because I want to be here, but because they made me to be here. So the girls are saying, I hope you're enjoying your date. Ha ha ha. Make sure you take a picture for reference or for proof. And so she takes a selfie with him, and it's a cute selfie. And the story goes on where they sit at a bench outside of a store, and it, in fact, it's a collector's store where apparently Haruto is well known by the manager. And we kind of see Haruto's otaku weeb side come out a little bit more in this chapter, and we see him going, "Oops, I promised that I was not going to do that." And so it could be a few things. One, he either promised himself that he was not going to do that, or two, he promised his friends, and his friends probably bully him and said, you shouldn't probably take out that weeb side in your first date, right? That's something you hold out for like third or fourth date. So anyways, he still geeks out, and Asahina doesn't actually mind it. She, in fact, gets sparkly eyes with a specific figurine that Haruto ends up buying for her, but she looks at it because it reminded her how her dad used to collect these and built these for himself. So anyways, a good present for the end of the date. The date ends with them, or him, walking her to the train station and then walking his own way, and that basically is it. She says, and that was the end of our first date. That's it. Where is this taking us? Well, this is obviously taking us to a very awkward situation. She is definitely gonna, I mean, for sure, friends. She is gonna feel guilty because Haruto is such a nice guy now. In her eyes, Haruto is sweet. He's a good guy. He doesn't deserve what's coming his way. And so she's gonna suffer in some way, but I feel Haruto's not gonna take it the way that she thinks he will. I think Haruto is gonna actually see the good in her and see that something was troubling her, and now he knows what's troubling her. And because he mentions it in this chapter, from the beginning of the day, I noticed something was troubling you, and I kept doing things that made you uncomfortable, and I feel so bad, but I'm so glad that you're laughing now. That's kind of a phrase that he used in this chapter. So Haruto definitely cares for her in a meaningful way. So I think even if he knows the truth, or when he finds out the truth, I think he's still gonna have that mentality of, I'm glad now you're not suffering, and please don't think that this should hurt you, right? So I think that's gonna happen. I don't know, but Asahina definitely needs a friend like Haruto, and hey, who knows? Maybe they'll end up liking each other. For now, that is it, guys. We didn't get too much information out of this chapter other than the date ending. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you have not done so by now, make sure you subscribe, comment if this is your first time, and I'd like to conversate with you guys about this manga that I'm reading. Thank you for your love and support, guys, and again, like always, don't be strangers. See you guys.